I'm gonna. Okay. Oops. No.
Also, I'm gonna go change Libri NMS to use dark mode because holy fuck, I do not like this. Where the
All
fuck
right.
is
You want
dark
to take
mode?
a break or anything like that, or before we start streaming? It's gonna take me a few minutes, but
Uh, I mean, if I go grab myself Mama Bird Southern Kitchen, I'm gonna be joining from the phone.
well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Let's start at 7 then. Give it like 20 minutes, and then I'll get
It's
in.
gonna be take it's going all the way out to Mama Bird Southern Kitchen. It's gonna take me an hour to get there and back.
well,
That's why I was suggesting I'll just join from the phone, turn on my video camera. You just just yeah.
okay. That's cool. We can do that if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
First I'm just checking out Netcool, checking out the various network system, the network monitoring system. Yeah, everything's looking good. What the fuck is going on for alerts? Oh yeah, another ADHD thing. My car is a mess.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just heard dogs. I think my stepdaughter's home.
Oh,
That's all right. I probably won't hear from her, not unless she needs something, which is fine. I'm not being
yeah.
saying anything negative. I'm just saying she won't. I won't have to leave or anything like that. Okay, so let's see. I've got TikTok ready to go. Twitch is ready to go.
Are we is the stream starting or
No, I'm just gonna wait. Let's just wait until you're ready to go, man. You do what
oh
you want to do. If you want to, if
shit, we're let's just get started now. Fuck it.
okay, let me get everything going here.
Yeah, and then if I do decide to get myself food, I'll just be moving to mobile.
Can you do that midstream with that
Yeah, I could do that midstream, but it will fuck up the scene.
for a second, or will it fuck it up completely?
For a second until I flip the cam. Excuse me.
Will you have the
Till
same URL or the same stream key or whatever? Or
it doesn't even matter. It's just
oh, it
simply going
doesn't.
to be me joining from the call, or
Oh,
joining the
okay.
call from the
Oh,
phone.
okay. Okay. That's right. You can switch Discord around real easy, can't you? From one
Yeah,
device to another because you're going back onto your own Discord. That's why.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. I'm starting to get technical stuff a little bit better, but mostly I just was good at building computers. To me, that's easy.
yeah,
But like a lot of the software stuff, sometimes it just confuses me. Sometimes it's really easy stuff. I have found since I've been taking the ADHD medication though that it's easier for me
yeah,
to learn stuff. I've had stuff that like just running OBS. Tried to run it for almost 10 years now. Never
yeah,
been able to do it.
yeah. Now here you are, uh,
Running
learning.
running 6 streams at once free, you know, which is kind of bizarre. Even your streamers that are talking about, oh, here's how you do this, they don't even talk about running 6 streams simultaneously for free.
Yeah,
They're like, no, you're too nuts for that. Okay, why did it say I'm offline? Probably because I am.
yeah,
Yeah, I am offline. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a drink and I'm gonna smoke real quick. Because I won't smoke during the stream. Not
yeah,
unless I've been on for like 4 or 5 hours and I take a break. Then I'll get something to eat, and smoke a little bit. But I smoke a lot. I smoke too much right now.
yeah,
But ever since my son died, I just It's helped to keep me
Yeah.
calm, I guess. It's raining like a son of a buck out there right now. Glad I closed the window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's raining like a son of a buck. Let's see. Oh, you can't see me.
Yeah. I mean, if you turn on your video on Discord, I should be able to see you. I mean, it just pulls up your.
Now it's all that's pulling up is a blank screen. What the hell is that screen?
I don't know.
What the hell?
You should be able to change your video source. Not sure if it.
I am.
Are you using OBS Virtual Camera or?
TikTok Live Studio. I want to see what this does. What does it show? I think it's going to show my. What the hell? Now I have no idea what I'm doing. Stream quality, change windows, stop streaming. Yeah, I have no idea where I was going on that one. I'll go down that rabbit hole later. I'm gonna smoke real quick.
Alright.
But yeah, it looks like you're driving down the highway. It's some driving rain. I've seen rain like this in Vegas before, with the isolated storms that you get.
Yeah, I've actually driven in an isolated storm over by Sunset Station.
Vegas is notorious for those fucking flash floods. Those fucking
Yeah.
where it
Oh,
rains like hell, like hell. It doesn't just rain; it rains like hell, and then then you have like instead of the mirage, it's like the Mirage River, you know, the River Mirage.
Yeah. Or by the Mirage, you mean?
Oh yeah, I've seen that turn into a freaking river area.
Yeah.
There's parts of Vegas that will flood like a son of a bitch.
Exactly. I just had a funny idea. What if I joined the Discord from the bowling alley?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also I never showed you this. Here's my wallpaper on my phone. It's my girlfriend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what's even weirder? I have
What?
that same exact wallpaper on my phone.
Of your wife?
No, your girlfriend.
What? Hold up. What? You're kidding.
Yes, I am. I'm kidding. I was like, yeah, you know what's even weirder? I got that same exact photo. Look. What?
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. What?
But I'm guessing you just have the same kind of picture on your phone with your wife.
No, I'm just full of shit. Just fucking.
Oh.
Just saying that would be a lot weirder, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be. I'm like, what the fuck?
I got a generic wallpaper.
I had a generic wallpaper.
Yeah. I've got a generic wallpaper from Asus.
Oh.
Damn, it is like tornado raining out here.
Damn.
I'm gonna like I want to open the window here too, but I can't because it's raining too hard.
Yeah, it's raining like a stone bitch.
Yeah, it's like raining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the window as soon as I can. I'm gonna wait for a couple of minutes before I go online because it might get weird. My connection might get weird here in a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, I still think it'll be pretty cool if I joined the stream or joined the Discord call from the bowling alley, set up my camera so that way it set up landscape like this, and then they would be able to watch me. Everyone would be able to watch me bowl.
Yeah.
I'll probably bring AirPods as well, so that way I could hear the stream or hear you.
Okay.
Ready to rock and roll?
I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes, I think.
Alright.
Want the cell to pass. I'm afraid to start before the cell passes.
Right.
I'm starting to get lightning and shit like that, and I don't want to lose power right when I start.
Yeah.
But once it passes, I should be okay.
Yeah.
The power system is pretty good here in the sense that, like, if one area gets shut down, usually everything's interconnected enough that the other neighborhoods still, have power.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, usually shut down a whole area. I know Vegas has had problems with that in the past, where, like, parts of the city would get shut down for a little bit from storms or whatever.
Yeah.
It may not be that way today, but at one time that was kind of an issue there. I think in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know that because I was not alive then.
Me neither. I wouldn't remember.
But you were alive.
Yes, I was. Damn. This is quite the little cell.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do that camera now because I got time. I don't care. I'm gonna look. Wait, no, don't want to do that. Turn off camera. Okay, share my screen. But what? I'd have to. No, I know how I can do it.
Huh.
See if I can find this camera. I don't know if I'll be able to find this camera or not. Share my screen. Okay, there's OBS. And of course it just does a little thing again.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. Capture device. There we go. That'd be even better. Show me a capture device though. I wonder why. So when I pull up my capture devices, it has my capture devices, which is showing 6.
Right.
Let's see what this one does. But it's not actually pulling them up. See how it's thinking?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe there's too many cameras for Discord to figure out. Maybe it's like confusing it. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's still raining like hell, but it's gonna stop soon. I can tell you that. And then I can open my window. It gets really, really hot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets really hot in here because it's only 100 square foot. And if you think about it, I've got basically like a 250 or 400 watt heater in here with CPUs and GPUs and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's So yeah. Anyway, let's see. What kind of stories I got? I'm gonna start looking at that. Man, it's crazy, crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was like, the minute you mentioned that shit,
One is eugenics.
yeah, I was like,
An
yeah, as
email
soon as
from
you
DHL,
mentioned
but I
what
didn't
the
order
content
anything.
was, I was like, nice to see better content. Nice to the better content. What the fuck? Because honestly, that took me right out of left field because I was not expecting Jesus healed autism or
Yeah.
teacher bites
Yeah.
autistic.
Come on, where is it? Where's all my stories at?
Breaking news tonight is out of Sumter County, where a nonverbal teen.
Okay, yeah, I think I got the right page here. Okay, cool.
All right.
Make sure I get. Oh, cool. All right, screw it. Let's just go because it's still raining, but I know it's going to stop raining, and I can just jump up and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Open
ahead
the
and
window.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start going live on TikTok here in a second. Yes, go live. Okay. Oh. I'm on my 27th episode now. Damn.
Oh damn.
I know. And I've skipped days. Okay, we should be going live on TikTok. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're live on. Okay, I think we're live on YouTube also now. I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and transition in.
All right.
All right, I think we're live. Yeah, today is going to be definitely interesting. We're starting off with finally a team was found, the autistic team. But yeah, we're going from what is it? Genocide, the whole gambit today. Oh yeah, the fighting an autistic. That's going to be the fun one. We'll get into that one, and let's see if I get banned from every venue when we get to that one.
Autism has been found safe. Family
Hopefully
members,
not.
law enforcement, and volunteers searched all day.
Yeah, Peyton Pickard was last seen near his home last night. Watches Paola Tristan is live in Sumter County right now. And Paola, we just learned he was found.
Oh, come on. Okay, like I said, I thought this store might act weird.
Safe and sound.
Okay, it's acting too stupid. It's acting too stupid. I'm gonna try to turn down the oh, it's already at 480p. Let's go down to 240.
Oh no.
Yes, it's gonna be bad. I just at least I could get the audio.
Yeah, that's right. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office just posted on their Facebook page within the last 10 minutes, basically saying that he was found safe and sound, and also thanking everyone who assisted in this search. We also just got...
So this is what do they call it? Sumter County, New Jersey, or whatever. This was that kid we were talking about yesterday that was missing, and we get these almost every day. There's another autistic kid missing, at least once a week. But they got a new bloodhound. They had a new bloodhound. The local sheriff's office, I guess, had a new bloodhound, and it was the first time that they actually were able to use the dog, and he found the kid. So that was really cool, and that was within about 24 hours. So he was missing probably overnight. But it just, and that really brings me to some real big questions here. Now, I've heard time and again that like autistic kids tend to take a lot of, like if they put an what do they call it, AirPod? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Or little tracking devices. If they put tracking devices on kids' clothes and so forth.
AirTags.
AirTags, yeah.
AirTags.
A lot of kids will tear it off.
Actually, funny you mentioned the AirTag. I've got one right here. Right in my wallet.
For you.
For me to locate my wallet, because I have a hard time locating that son of a bitch.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this is the thing.
I also have a hard time locating those.
So this is the thing. So now we have this technology. This is where, yeah, you're going to be like, oh, I cannot believe I got it on here. Why did I do this? Ah, shit. This is the oh damn moment. Okay, so if we could track, if we can, yes, god damn it. If we could track an autistic child, say I have an autistic son, and he's a runner. We know he's a runner. We know he tears off the AirPods. He knows what they are because he's like 10 or 12 or whatever. For whatever reason, he tears them off and runs. So, if we have the technology, to put a chip in, as like his scalp, to save his life, would that not be the ethical thing to do? Or are you chipping a human being like a dog? But we're talking about saving this kid's life. So these are some of the ethical questions that we're going to be looking at very, very soon. Particularly if we can have drones that can find a kid in moments. Imagine a mom calls up the local police department, or this is before everyone has drones, or maybe mom has a drone. But if there's a chip in his head, or in his ear, like we would just do at any animal, and she could have a drone up in seconds, find the kid. See what I'm saying? Now, ethically, if you have the availability to save that child's life, but you choose not to, is that not an immoral choice?
Personally, yeah, I think that is immoral.
See, and I think there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, hell no! You're treating a human being like a dog." Right?
Yeah, but if they're known to run, then you're saving their life.
Well, what about God, though? What about God? What about God?
What?
Maybe God doesn't want that chip in there.
God damn it.
God damn it! I know. And see, and there will be some like Jehovah's Witnesses, some religions that I can tell you off the bat would just right off impulsively be like, hell no. You know, that's the 666 beast stuff like that. You know, this is America. It's America.
Yeah.
You know we're going to have that kind of problem here. Now, I am kind of with you. Now, am I for tagging autistic people and stuff like that? Hell no. In fact, I think that's not ethical. If I had a child that I knew was constantly running, and I knew that the police, or I could get a drone or whatever, or have an instant tracker, and they couldn't hurt themselves trying to dig it out or anything else, I think that's what I would want to do. And I, of course, would want to have it taken out, you know, at the earliest time available. But, you know, that takes us down a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So, at what level of support needs is that autistic person? I mean, if they're able to say no, does that mean no? Or if someone has, quote, custody of them or what have you, does that mean no? Or yes or no? So, see, I'm just seeing a lot of ethical things coming here very, very soon. Now, like I said, I am on board with certain things that a lot of people would disagree with. And One of them was to save my son's life. You're damn right I would put a chip in his head. Sorry, call me a jerk, but I've lost my son. He's no longer with us, and I cherish all those moments that I had with him. And I definitely, even looking back, if I knew that was going to save his life, I would definitely want to do that. Even though, to me, ethically, it feels cringy as shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit it feels cringy. I wouldn't want to do that to an autistic person unless they had some kind of mental condition that caused them to wander off. And then, but then ethically, if you could do it on autistic kids, then couldn't you do it on prisoners? Yeah, so it goes a lot of places, and I think we're going to have to look at answering these type of questions very, very soon with the advent of AI and what is it? I want to say 3D printing. Yes, that's really going to affect everything. Quantum computing.
Yeah, quantum computing. Yeah. I like
So
how I'm over here just distracted as well.
Yeah. So that was
ordering myself a pizza.
There we go. So that was definitely a rabbit hole that I went down there. I'm gonna the sun just came out. It's still raining like a son of a gun, but all right. So the storm is almost past. So yeah, that was an interesting little tangent that I just went off on. But I think those are some ethical questions that we need to keep in mind. And I think those ethical questions are going to start with autistic children. Because we're the most likely to run off.
Right.
We're most likely to be the highest propensity for need of something like that.
Yeah.
Something that can't be removed. At least not unless it's surgically or something. So I think ethically for me it would be something I would want to do to save my child's life. I am with you though. I wouldn't just put it in a baby that was born because I knew they were autistic. I would want to establish a pattern, but I mean, how many times do they have to wander off and almost die before you? Is it once, twice, or 3 times, or what?
Good question. I don't know.
And I guess it would also.
On them.
Yeah. Elon Musk has the computer chip and stuff, where they're connected to the internet. It's like a Wi-Fi chip that's connected to the brain, right?
Yeah, Neuralink.
Yeah, Neuralink. So it's not that far of a stretch to be able to have a chip or something, or just like I said, with what we use with animals today, with dogs and so forth, and put it in an autistic kid. I think these questions are going to be asked, and I guarantee you within the next 10 years, we're going to have to come up with some answers quick. Because they're the type of questions that that's the type of thing that we're going to have to face. We're still worried about abortion or whatever, but we're going to have to answer questions like, ethically, people are going to wonder, if I know my kid's going to be born autistic, and I can, and we're going to talk about this, we're going to see it here real soon, through genetic change, through like stem cell research, if I can make them born not autistic, is that not ethically what I should do? And I say no as an autistic person, but then again, if I knew that I've known autistic people that had such high sensitivities that they couldn't function. And I wouldn't want my child like that. I wouldn't want them so autistic, so to speak, so sensitive that they couldn't function.
Yeah.
That would be ethically wrong. But I also think it would be ethically wrong to change somebody just because they're autistic.
Yeah, that's literally eugenics.
That is the eugenics.
That is the literal definition of eugenics.
And so I think this is the conversations that we need to be having right now in the autistic community, so we have these answers readily at hand. We can tell you person first language versus identity first language. We can tell you all about that. Everybody's familiar with it. I can tell you if I say autistic person, then I'm qualifying the identity of the autistic person or an autistic, and I can also say that it's suggested it's a disease, and that it if you say person with autism, we all know that, but can we really talk about these ethical questions right now?
Right.
And I really haven't heard a lot of these conversations, and I know they're coming. And I think we should be talking about them right now. We should be the ones leading the conversation, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, not the neurotypicals.
We shouldn't be responding to them. We should be bringing the conversations up now.
Yeah, bringing it to the table, to them.
Okay, here it is. I'm just going to sit here and laugh.
What?
North Carolina teacher's assistant accused of biting student with autism.
Oh, God damn it.
He said
That's people first. That's that people first, not identity first.
Yeah. Yeah. Teacher's assistant biting a student with autism. I guess he wanted to see what that autism tasted like. He did not say. Let's see. Look in the article and see if the teacher's assistant told us what a person without autism, what they taste like.
Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro.
Now, okay, I will admit, I can tell you what I can say I know what a person with autism tastes like, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
We're not going there.
Yeah, leave that in the bedroom.
So I pulled his shirt down. Oh my God, this is reading like porn. So I pulled
What
his
the fuck?
No, yes.
No, I hate it.
He said,
I hate it.
he said he had a bite, Kimberly said. So I pulled his shirt down, and on the back of his shoulder, he did very much have a huge raised up bite on his back. Holy hell!
What the fuck?
Okay, this is, oh my God. A teacher's assistant is under investigation by Yadkinville police. She's accused of biting a student at Yadkin Elementary. Parents of that student say they're outraged and confused, but what they're focusing on is being there for their son. Oh my God! Okay, here's. I think that we're gonna have a little story thing here, maybe if my computer doesn't act up. What's going on here? Is my stream acting up? Nope.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna see if it picks this. There it is. Here it is. For some reason, it didn't pick it up the first time.
Also, just did a quick audio check. Everything's good. No echo whatsoever.
Oh, okay, good.
Also,
I gotta wait for this commercial to get over with.
Refreshing lunch that tastes perfect for pro athletes.
Good
morning from the WREL newsroom. I'm Michelle Mc.
What's that?
On the webpage. Okay, what the hell? Why a Subway?
Yeah, that because it was a commercial that clicked in there.
It's Wednesday, May 29th.
I know, but I was
Living
just
with
saying, why
metastatic
Subway
breast
of all
cancer
things?
means I cherish my memories, but
Why
I don't just
why
look
you,
back on
why
them.
is that? Why are their commercials making me hungry? God damn it!
I know.
Impossible. Then you ate so many.
What the? Okay, is this
Weather
just
today,
all
mostly
ads?
sunny and still warm with an even greater drop in humidity. Highs will
I
be
don't know,
in
man.
lower to
Okay,
mid
this is
80s.
weird.
And we are working to find out why a JetBlue flight was diverted to RDU for an emergency landing.
Okay, this is weird. I thought this was going to say something about this, but we're into this 20 seconds, and it's talking about something else. So I'm just going to say to heck with that. Anyway, he said he had a bite, so I pulled down his shirt, and on the back of his shoulder, he did very much have a huge raised up bite on his back. She and her husband tried pressing him on what happened, but Levi, who is partially nonverbal with autism, that disease, ultimately shut down. Yeah, I don't blame him. Holy hell. And you know, a lot of times you think you're going to get in trouble because a lot of times, as an autistic kid, you just get in trouble just because you're autistic. And what I mean by that is you just have no idea what they're upset about. Even when they do tell you what they're upset about, they just don't understand that we don't understand what we did wrong. And basically, so yeah, I can see shutting down. Okay, and then the story ends. No, the story ends? It ends there. Oh, read full story on... Okay, here we go. Watches
Oh,
the
so
sun.
it's behind a paywall.
Is it? I don't know.
Read
Oh, okay, here it is. Here's the actual story. Exclusive. Bum, 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 bum. With the...
At Yadkinville Elementary School.
WXI 12's Joshua Davis was the only local TV news reporter whose
Son.
She was an adult, and she bit my son.
Kimberly and Travis Cardwell say their son Levi told them last Tuesday after school that he'd gotten hurt.
He said he had a bite.
Did not die, but
What's going on?
I was just checking to see if my internet decided to die.
Oh. No, you're still good.
So I pulled his
Yeah, I've got
shirt
a
down on the
consecutive
back of
ping
his shoulder,
going
and
to
he did
Buffalo DNS.
very much have a huge raised up bite on his back.
I mean,
They tried pressing him on what happened, but Levi, who was partially nonverbal with autism, ultimately shut down.
Oh, dang, you can actually see the bruising on his back. Look at that. Look on his shoulder. That ain't no lie.
Levi's therapist revealed to the Cardwells that a teacher may be involved. Yadkin County Schools and the Yadkinville Police Department.
Okay, if a teacher wasn't involved, that's a problem. The fact that a teacher is involved is a problem, but it would be a problem if there wasn't a teacher around or anything else, too. So no matter what, when we've got a kid, I don't care if the kid's autistic or not, when we've got a kid being bitten at school, we've got a problem. Just saying.
Launch an investigation. And now, Levi's teacher's assistant, Ivy Palka, faces misdemeanor assault and child abuse charges. Levi's father, Travis, says the entire situation is nothing short of...
It's hard enough to get him to trust people, be comfortable around people, and then something like this happens and you got the teacher. You know, it just sets up a lot of failure as all the struggles that we already got to deal with.
The Cardwells say they're worried about the long-term effects this could have on their son.
I put my faith, I guess you could say, in them to protect my son while he's there. That's your job. You're an educator, and while he's with you, you're supposed to keep him safe, and that's not keeping him safe.
I don't know how this will all play out with her, but she ought not to be able to be in the school system ever.
Now, I don't know where the reporter is at in relation to the camera. I don't know if that woman was looking at the reporter or...
Yeah, that's weird, man. I can't imagine biting a damn kid. Why? That's crazy. But you know, I'm telling you, you don't see. I don't see these stories related to autistic kids. It's always autistic kids and these bizarre little things like this. The autistic kid last week that they left in a closet at school.
What
You
the
don't,
fuck?
you don't hear about that with autistic kids. It's always the kids in the special kid programs. And I think what it is these are predators. And so
I
they
think so,
get these
too.
autistic kids and they think that they can get away with being predators, and they end up getting caught on cameras and so forth. And
they end up getting fucked.
yeah, and I'm glad they're getting caught now. But it's pretty scary. It shows you the disregard for autistic people as human beings, essentially.
Yeah, essentially what it's trying to say is we're being seen as subhuman, which is furthest thing from the truth, because we are humans.
Well, I am questionable. I am questionable because I definitely feel I'm questionable. I feel like a space alien. I tell you, when when we're talking about some of the crazy stuff that I'm seeing, yeah, I feel like a space alien because my brain is like, okay, this does not make sense. Okay, not bashing on Donald Trump as a president. I'm not, whether you like Donald Trump or dislike Donald Trump. When you look at his speeches now, he is not even coherent.
Yeah.
If you look at his speeches from 2016, that's a very different person. And the fact that there are people that are close to him that aren't telling him to hang it up, and that there are entire movements of people that aren't telling him to hang up and still want him to be president, when he can't even finish, he cannot even complete a sentence nowadays. And here's the autistic guy going, dude.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm currently reading a transcript of a speech from 2016. It actually makes sense. But,
and it's still going to have a stupid banner, the way he talks and everything. But it at least makes sense.
Yeah.
But now you have his banter and gibberish in between his banter. And I'm talking about the health of a human being here, is what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about why there are other human beings that are close to him that are not pulling the plug, so to speak, as friends, as fellow human beings, caring about another human being. And why there's a nation of people that can see this just as readily as you and I, that want him to be president, knowing this guy's, he's not with it anymore. Whether you think he was or not, whether you like the guy or not, he is not presidential material, just because if he did not have a staff of people to help him right now, he would be like a level 3 autistic. He would be very high support needs. I don't think he could support himself. I don't think it'd be possible for him to support himself. I think he would be definitely and I'm a level 2. Don't get me wrong. I was probably a level 1 autistic at one time, but now I'm definitely a level 2. I have a lot more support needs than I did. And so I'm not bashing on that. But what I'm saying is I know he could not function on his own. There's no way. And we want him to be president?
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, and so as an autistic person, when I look at this world, when I see things like this, it boggles my mind. And I think people are just nuts. And that's why I was so happy to be diagnosed, because I realized that there are other people that think like me, and I understand why now. And I understand that I'm not crazy, that what I am seeing is actually real, that these people don't care. That they care more about being liked than they do about the actual country and in the long term. But that's just realizing that's a human condition. So Eva Carlston Academy enhances training and services through staff participation in the prestigious Autism Symposium. Staff members from Eva Carlston Academy attended the prestigious Autism Symposium. Now, as soon as we say Autism Symposium, we've got a problem. That's for sure, I think. For specialized cares with autism spectrum disorder, demonstrating the Academy's dedication. Make sure I mess with interact with TikTok here so they know that I'm not AFK. They will shut you down if you go an hour and you don't interface with their live TikTok interface. They will kick you off in a heartbeat. And then you have to start all over again, lose your audience. What a pain in the butt. So I have no idea what this symbol is here. A recent showcase of dedication, professional strength, and specialized care. 2 esteemed staff members from Eva Carlston Academy attended the Innovative Autism Symposium, an event designed to enhance understanding and treatment of individuals with autism spectrum disorder. This symposium, known for its rigorous workshops and collaborative opportunities, reinforces Eva Carlston Academy's commitment to providing top-tier educational and therapeutic services. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Lisa Gonzalez shared her. Yeah, and I didn't. Gaffney Gonzalez shared her insights. I enjoy learning how to adjust therapy models I currently use to specifically benefit someone on this spectrum. This personal development ensures the therapeutic approaches at the Eva Carlston Academy remain adaptable directly to meet the needs of every student, including those on the spectrum. By continuously advancing its staff's expertise, not only stands out... Okay, so... The Eva Carlston Academy provides transformative care for adolescent girls grappling with challenges like depression, anxiety, low self-esteem. The program blends sophisticated therapy, accredited academics, okay. This is basically an advertisement for a, basically like a girls' home, it looks like. Okay, that's really weird. Moving right along. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Got another one. Let it load up here. I tell you, this is the Weldon Spring Clinic. Yeah, this is actually legit. The story here. See what it has to say here.
Caravel loves to support families from day one. Clients walk in with their families and immediately meet our doctors as well as our clinicians. Our clinicians are there to support, give information, and guide on what the best next steps for their family can be.
At Caravel Autism Health, our mission is we change lives.
Our mission is we change lives. Oh, this is, oh. When Trevor gets back here, we gotta start this one over. I'm sure Trevor's gonna love this. just the ableist tone that we're starting out here with. And this is just so ableist. Oh, just kills me.
Caravel loves to support families from day one. Clients walk in with their families and immediately meet our doctors as well as our clinicians. Our clinicians are there to support, give information, and guide on what the best next steps for their family can be.
At Caravel Autism Health, our mission is we change lives. We change the lives of the children and the families we serve, and we change the lives of the employees that are part of the Caravel team.
Alright, I'm back. Wait, Dave, did you just change it to, or did you change it to the be right back thing? Because I was going to get my pizza.
Yeah, yes, I did. Well, I had to smoke real quick, so. Alrighty, you've got to see this and see how ableist this gets right off the bat. Just check out, tell me what you think about the tone of this.
Caravel loves to support families from day one. Clients walk in with their families and immediately meet our doctors as well as our clinicians. Our clinicians are there to support, to give information and guide on what the best next steps for their family can be.
At Caravel Autism Health, our mission is we change lives. We change the lives of the children.
We
and
change
the families
lives.
we serve, and we change the
You hear this? We change lives. And I'm come on. Just the tone of this. As soon as they start going down this rabbit hole, I guess, I don't
and
know.
the families we serve, and we change the lives of the employees that are part of the Caravel team.
ABA therapy is the gold standard.
Oh no, we would have never guessed we're going to go to ABA therapy.
For autism care, it works on the foundational skills of communication, social skills.
Are you there? Are you still there? It looks like I've lost you somehow. Yeah, I ended up getting another screen somehow.
Living skills
That screen we were looking at earlier.
Transition to school and be as independent as possible in their daily lives.
Our vision is to lead the field to a better way for autism care.
Okay.
We have the
Okay, I see you're looking at something right now. Okay.
methods, we have the means, we have the responsibility.
I've been working with a family for a while now, and we just recently had a caregiver collaboration meeting. And she was in awe of how far her son has come. He is telling stories, and she never even thought he was going to talk in 1 to 2.
It seems like the stream is like really lagging for some reason right now.
Dave, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Seems like the stream's lagging for some reason. Here, I'm gonna shut down Twitch real quick. Narrow the bandwidth.
I'm not able to hear you, by the way.
You're not? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm back now. Okay. Okay, there you go. All right, yeah, this is crazy. This goes from 0 to ableist in a minute.
No.
Yeah, now on your screen right now I'm seeing oh, you're looking at something right now. Just so you know.
I'm looking at Netcool right now.
Yeah,
No,
just
I turned off my camera because I'm currently eating right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Our doctors as well as our clinicians.
Yeah, I decided to put
Clinicians are
Netcool
there
up just
to
instead.
support, to give information and guide on what the best next steps for their family can be.
A guide on what the next best steps for their family can be. What's the only option that they're possibly, the only way they could possibly go? ABA. We know we're going to be going to ABA now.
Caravel Autism Health, our mission is we change lives.
Thanks, I hate
We
it.
change the lives of the children and the families we serve, and we change the lives of the employees.
You see how they're building up? This is just exactly what you get from religion. They talk about, oh, well, everything's so great and everybody's so happy, and it's really the way. And when you learn how to have self-respect for yourself and respect for others, and oh, well, that way is Jesus. That way is ABA. And that way is also Autism Speaks.
That are part of the Caravel team.
ABA therapy is the gold.
Which for sure does not speak. Not for us.
And of course, I've timed that really well. Now, I did see that a minute ago, but I timed that way too perfectly to where she.
ABA therapy is the gold standard for autism care. It works on the foundational skills of communication, social skills, adaptive living skills that help kids make the transition to school and be as independent as possible in their daily lives.
Our vision is to lead the field to
Yeah.
a better way for
Why the ABA?
See, ABA is the cure. Watch this.
We have the method.
Okay, what's going to happen here is they're going to talk about how kids, they're going to start probably giving testimonies here. I'm not sure. But they're going to, I say this time and time again, even if a kid, quote, digresses, or regresses as they call it, the kids are going to learn and adapt, whether ABA is there or not. The problem is when we bring ABA into the picture, we always give ABA the credit for the good. No matter what. Just like we always give God the credit for the good. And never credit for the bad. It's Satan. Well, Satan is not getting enough ABA. Or maybe you're not getting enough attention. Maybe you need more. You know, that kind of thing. Maybe more supervision. Maybe because they're too autistic. And they go down that train of thought.
Methods, we have the means, we have the responsibility.
I've been working with a family
Yeah,
for
who knows
a while.
how I would have turned out if I went through ABA.
I don't know. I mean, like, would you be the same person? You know?
Not, honestly.
I know I wasn't through formal ABA, and now I've got enough trauma from going through behavioral science stuff because it was basically, they hadn't named it yet when I was that age. But then they finally formalized it and called it ABA. But they were using all of those principles on me, and I just hated it.
Now, and we just recently had a caregiver collaboration meeting, and she was in awe of how far her son has come. He is telling stories, and she never even thought he was going to talk.
Yeah, and I would hate it as well, honestly.
What's that?
I would hate ABA as well.
And see, now notice that she never did say that the child, as children get older, they may progress. You know, because they're getting older and mature. She's not saying anything about that. She's just giving ABA credit for everything.
He's playing with his brothers. He's starting
Almost
to
like the kid is
be independent in his life
stuck
skills.
as a child.
And she just couldn't believe that ABA.
Well, if it wasn't for ABA, that this child would never would always be autistic all their life or something like that. And like I said, they're not giving credit to the fact that children grow and mature. And they get better at things, whether ABA is there or not, and whether they're autistic or not. And when, just like a religion, just like a cult, they're giving credit to ABA for a lot of what may be natural development. Now, and they may be helping in some respects, at least in whatever their goals are of making the kid look neurotypical. But I mean, just listen to the tone of this whole thing.
And we just recently had a caregiver collaboration meeting, and she was in awe of how far her son has come. He is telling stories, and she never even thought he was going to talk in 1 to 2 words. He's playing with his brothers. He's starting to be independent in his life skills. And
he's playing with his brothers, so he's acting like a neurotypical. That's what they want. She wanted to see a neurotypical behavior there. Because what she was upset about was independent play. Or parallel play. Like me and my cousin, we would take out our Sargent Force figures and we would set them up for hours and hours and hours. And then play for 5 minutes and put them away. We were done for the day. Because we were both autistic. It was basically like taking out the Matchbox cars, lining them all up out of their case, and then putting them back in the case. And that's if we had Matchbox cars, that's how we would have played with them. And we would have basically
that. My cousin, or my cousin's kid, that's how he plays.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is we would have parallel played. We would have parallel played, because if we both had a Matchbox, you know, one of those little boxes, we would have parallel played that way. We would have taken out both of ours, whatever belonged to us. Now we might look at each other's. That's how we would interact. And just like you and I, if we're both interested in bowling, so we're going to talk about bowling balls or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a normal thing for any kids that have interest. And sometimes we might even look at each other's, but there is always my sacred little Star Wars figures and his sacred Star Wars figures, that kind of thing. And we really didn't mess with each other's stuff, but we could. But there was just a mutual respect that we pretty much didn't.
Yeah.
Because that was his shit. It wasn't mine. Why would I touch it? But it's so funny because the reason I'm mentioning this is we parallel played. That was a perfect example of parallel play. No, we weren't interacting with each other necessarily for those 3 or 4 hours. And yes, we would talk to each other, whatever, but I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing. We'd, set up our little figures, and then, like I said, in 5 minutes have a little battle, maybe, and then put everything away. And we would make sure that we did not lose one little piece, not one little gun, not one little staff or anything. We never lost anything, which is kind of, that's very, very autistic in itself, to be that meticulous.
And she just couldn't believe that ABA therapy.
What's that?
Right.
He was able to do that for her. Caravel is so happy to be here in the St. Louis area, supporting children and families with autism.
And now they just gave credit to Caravel, so to their autism center for all that progression of that autistic child. What I'm saying is that all autistic children progress. I've seen the highest of support needs autistic children progress from the time they were children to adults. And it may have been limited depending on if they had intellectual disabilities or whatever else, but still, they still progress. And like I said, ABA may or may not have been involved, but no matter what, kids are going to mature. And if ABA does, or there is some kind of treatment, whatever it is, and it does help autistic people, I'm 1,000% for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not for snake oil. Unless I'm selling it, and I don't have any snake oil to sell.
Fairly common for autistic.
Now you see, you bring up a good point with snake oil, but only reason to sell it is not for autism or autistic things, but maybe it just might feel nice or something. I don't know.
It's just for putting in whiskeys. What is it? Is it a whiskey that has the venom in it? I know there's an alcoholic beverage that actually has snake venom in it, and it makes your throat actually feel numb, or your mouth feel numb when you drink it, is from what I understand. Totally not kidding.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The scale represents the intensity.
I did not know that.
And when you start getting up around 5 or 6, that's when you start acting irritable. This is overly simplistic. I just want to help you understand and recognize when you start getting up around 5 or 6. Right. Being autistic doesn't mean that I don't recognize emotions. For me, it means that almost everything aggravates me in some way. That's why I think it would be good for you to understand the scale. This is geared towards, like, kindergartners. Do I struggle with anger at times? Do I need to work on it? Absolutely. But I need something that's, like, for PhD students. I think you're not quite understanding how the scale can help. No, I understand it so well that my model has 3. Tell you what, I'm going to show you my model, and then we'll go from there. These are boilers. Tank 1's connected to Tank 2, Tank 2 is connected to Tank 3. There's a valve in between each one of them, so I can control how much steam travels between them. Well, what do the tanks represent? The first one is what my body's experiencing. The second one is what I'm feeling. And then the third one is what I'm showing externally. How is what your body's experiencing different from what you're feeling? This is physiological. I'm aware of it, but it's like data. And it's usually about the same pressure as what...
So I think we were talking about this when I was talking about my 2 brains. When I'm saying the autism doesn't care. I think in this respect I was talking about my sensitivities.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what he's talking about, the sensitivities versus our thinking brain, or what our body physiologically, our physiological an autonomic system, the autism, so to speak, versus our brain when what we're actually thinking. I think that's where he's going with this.
What I'm feeling, but that's more emotional. Oh. So as the pressure comes into tank 1, it's usually working in tandem with tank 2 to release the pressure at a pretty steady pace, as in I feel my emotions and they dissipate naturally. And this is like 90% of the time, but sometimes the pressure builds faster than those 2 tanks can release it. And that's when we show it externally. No, I just increase how fast I can release pressure by like stimming or getting a break from the stimulus, and that's the other like 9.999% of the time. Usually, the only time that I change the pressure in tank 1, what you see externally, is when the situation calls for me to appear more agitated. 3 tanks, just for the sake of complexity, doesn't make it better. Sometimes I'm in places where I can't stim, like an airplane with 2 kids. So as that pressure is building, as it gets up to be around like a 6 or a 7, I cut off tank 2. I'm going to hold the pressure in tank 1, and I can tell that I'm getting more agitated, but I'm not allowing myself to feel it. And that's to keep it from spilling over into tank 3. So that's what we should work on. Just because I'm aware of a situation does not mean that it happens a lot. I find ways to limp along until I can get a break and take care of myself. The problem
What are you thinking on this? It seems like really complex to me. Is this making sense to you?
I was just trying to read the subtitles.
Is when the pressure is
because I don't want the
sound
to
to
bleed
caught
in.
off guard. Like when a few big things happen in a short amount of time, and I'm not able to tighten the valve between tanks 1 and 2, so it spills over into...
So it's kind of making sense, but like for me, and this could he's describing himself here, and that's cool. I want to see if he's really talking about the brain. Let him finish up here, but if he's talking about how my mind works, I've got an entirely different way of explaining it because of my alexithymia. I don't experience life like this. This is a little bit foreign to me.
2 and then into 3, and that's usually when I snip. Well, I think, well, hold on, that's fine, because I'm very quick to apologize and recalibrate, and it doesn't happen often. The real big problem is when I'm holding that pressure in, and like a few big things happen, or something really big happens, like my kid screaming in an enclosed space, where pressure skyrockets in tank 1 past its capacity, spills over into 2, then spills over into 3, and that's when I shout. That's when I have a hard time recalibrating. And it doesn't happen often, like nowhere near like it used to, but I want it to never happen. So that's where I'd like.
Okay, so with me, because my flight response is always on, how do I get rid of this screen? Okay, there we go. Because the flight response is always on for me, when he's talking about these little boilers and crap, let's see if I can find them here. Okay, yeah. When he's talking about tank 3, for me, that little pink area there in tank 3, I'm always about to boil over. And that isn't anger, that's my flight response. My flight response is always on, and I don't know if if my emotions are going to be on or off, or to what levels they're going to be. But I do know one thing. When my sensitivities are higher, I can appear to explode for no reason. And the reason could be, say, like we were talking yesterday, I'm at Walmart, and I don't have my earplugs in, I don't have sunglasses on, and I don't really realize it, but all this noise and all the lighting and so forth is beginning to really overstimulate me to the point where, and then I start to get tired because I'm fighting, trying to mask and, not stim or whatever else. And then that really brings that boiling point out. So, no, I experienced life a lot different than him, but this could explain how a lot of autistics do feel. What are your thoughts, Trevor?
I agree. Personally, I'm not really. I think the way he explained it is more aligned to how I feel as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You could be wrong, man. I don't care.
And that's when I shout. That's when I have a hard time.
No, I was saying that's just my personal experience.
Right.
I don't think I'm always in that constant fight or flight response.
I am Pretty much, yeah, all the time. Pretty much all the time. And it's
based on what my Apple Watch says, I'm not always in that constant fight or flight response. At least in terms of the heart rate.
Right, and I also have POTS, and with POTS, that also affects your heart rate. You have what they call palpitations, which is basically you can feel your heart beating faster and so forth, and it feels like it's pounding out of your chest or whatever. But when they hook you up to heart monitors and so forth, your heart may be not out of rhythm, but your heart may be beating irregularly or a little bit faster or whatever else, but it's not like out of rhythm. Like you're not having a heart attack or anything else. It may feel like it, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're okay. You just don't feel okay. And
probably not to the point where Donnie felt in The Big Lebowski at the end there.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, interesting. That's interesting.
Often, like nowhere near like it used to, but I want it to never happen. So that's where I'd like to start. Can we focus?
Nope, that ain't gonna happen, buddy. Good luck.
Just don't care for the 3-tank thing. One is so much easier to understand.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Struggling with anger is fairly
Oh,
common.
okay, I already got that one.
Okay. The scale represents.
Oh, this is that teacher assistant biting again. That was crazy. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, this is loud. Yes, yes. There is no one like Jesus. There is no one like Jesus. Here we go. Down this rabbit hole. Oh my goodness gracious. This is real. I did not make this up. I did not make this one. I've just found this today. This is 11 hours ago. Elijah was autistic with 0 intelligence and mute. Now the claim, well, I've never even heard of 0 intelligence. That's a hell of a claim right there. And what does 0 intelligence mean? Does that mean 0 IQ? Or
does that mean dumb as fuck? Or I don't know.
Well, I mean, how can you if you would have to have no brain at all?
Yeah, exactly. You would literally have to have
no cognitive ability.
Not even the. Again, you would not even be able to have a prefrontal cortex or any part of the brain.
You wouldn't have the brain of a fish if you had 0 intelligence. But anyway.
Not even the brain stem you would not have.
Or a fly, even.
In other words. No, I was just saying, you would not even have a brain stem to even control autonomic functions like beating the heart, for example.
Right, and so as having studied cults and so forth, this is an excellent example. Already we have outlandish claim. Before this thing's even started, we have an outlandish claim. Was autistic. Okay. Was autistic, so now we know Elijah has been healed with 0 intelligence and oh, he was mute speech delayed. How in the hell are you mute speech delayed? How in the hell do you get mute speech delayed? Does that mean you spoke too quickly?
Speech delayed. I kind of had the same thing where
no,
it took me a little bit longer to learn how to speak.
No, but he's saying he's with mute speech delayed. With mute speech delayed. That's how the sentence is written.
Bruh.
I'm trying to figure out what.
I hate it now.
Elijah was autistic with mute speech delayed. That makes sense. Anyway, autism healing. Autism healing. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jesus did it. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Rosa, put your hands on the 2 boys' heads.
Put your hands on them.
And that one. The very God going through you, Rosa. Thank you, Lord, for healing these boys.
Oh, yes.
In Jesus' name.
My name is Nirmal. It's about my oldest son, Elijah. He was about to be diagnosed with autism last September.
Oh, wait. So he was not diagnosed. He wasn't autistic. We don't know that he was autistic at all. But he was about to be diagnosed.
And right now, his next week is his 4th birthday.
Like, in the very first 30 seconds, they have already shut themselves down. Because they said he was autistic, and this whole thing that is predicated on the fact that Jesus healed an autistic, but Dad just said that he was not autistic.
Bruh.
He was about to be diagnosed with...
About to be diagnosed. So he wasn't, and now I'm not, okay, you and I are both for self-diagnosis, but this is just bullshit.
Autism last September.
How old's your son?
Right now, his next week is his 4th birthday.
4th birthday. What were the symptoms of autism?
Speech delayed. He wouldn't even say a word.
And he was possessed by demons.
Not a word.
Not a word.
That's called being mute.
Yes. So he was mute or speech delayed, and tantrums. He was isolating himself. He wasn't socializing at all. He was playing by himself in a corner.
No, not tantrums.
And even
he seems to like have these symptoms down really, really well. He seems to like, you know what I'm saying? he isn't like, well, you know, I don't know, he just acts different. No, he's got particular, very, very specific symptomology here. In fact, let's see if any of these don't fit the DSM. In other words, if any one of these symptoms is not directly diagnostic. Okay, I bet you there's not one of them that is not directly diagnostic. And that would tell us that this is being made up. Because there are, like, well, my kid lines things up. That is not diagnostic of autism. A kid lining things up. Repetitive behaviors is. You see what I'm saying? But he's not going to come up with anything specific like that. He's going to come up with the broad spectrum of things like repetitive behaviors. He's not going to come up with specifics. Just watch the way this is going to be worded. And I'm telling, I have not watched this, but maybe it'll prove me wrong. But I bet you everything is diagnostic primary symptomology.
he wasn't socializing at all. He was.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna back it up some more.
Tantrum.
Not a word. That's called being mute.
Yes. So he was mute or speech delayed, and tantrums. He was isolating himself. He wasn't socializing at all. He was playing.
Okay, so the speech delay thing at the beginning, that's just that's the feel sorry for him thing, because that's not a definite thing of autism, but it is feel sorry for me.
He wouldn't even say a word.
Not a word.
Not a word.
That's called being mute.
Yes. So he was mute or speech delayed, and
speech delayed.
Tantrums. He was isolating himself. He wasn't socializing at all. He was playing by himself in a corner, and even if it is a birthday party, he was far away from everyone. So no social skills at all.
You know what's happening in the room? Jesus said, according to your faith.
Okay, was I right? And there was nothing that was weird there or anything. It was exactly what you would expect of diagnostic stuff. Am I wrong? He didn't cover all the bases, but he didn't say anything that was weird. It sounded like it came right out of the diagnostic manual.
Be it done to you. He said, your faith has healed you. Faith is rising in the room. And power is coming down. I'm telling you, faith is rising in the room.
Well, chances are that means that the kid was likely about to be diagnosed.
He was
going through child find.
Maybe.
And power is coming down. He's healed.
And maybe that he was, and that's where Dad found out about it. And then, like a knucklehead, Dad went to this knucklehead at church, who's probably going to tell him that he cured his son of autism.
Healing power is coming down. So that's what's happening. People are being healed as we're talking. I can feel his power moving in the room. Keep going.
So there was no speech delay, so would not communicate with any of the family members, not even with the mother, and did not want to be held close to him. He just wanted us to be far away. And yeah.
And what was his IQ, his ability to take instructions?
As per the doctor's growth chart, he didn't even start the scale. He did not even was in the scale.
So he had almost no IQ.
He said 0.
0 IQ. Okay.
October,
You would be comatose with 0 IQ.
Here last year, and I was in the line, and Rosa.
He says 0 IQ. He came back with a 0 IQ. Bullshit.
The little girl prayed for the boys.
Oh shit.
So you had prayer here on this land in October, and little Rosa.
What's that?
I said 0 IQ, my ass.
I know. Come on.
Joe's daughter prayed for you. And
You
what
wouldn't
did she
even be able
pray?
to know
What
how
did you
to
feel happened?
fucking pump blood through your body.
Wouldn't be able to take the test.
Rosa, put your hands on the two boys' heads. Put your hands on their heads. And that one. The very God going through you, Rosa. Thank you, Lord, for healing these boys. These boys.
Oh, great. Brainwashing the children here.
In Jesus' name.
He was helping her to pray, and he said, "In Jesus' name, you be healed." And mute spirit go away. That's what she said.
Oh, she said that, did she? So everyone say, "Hi, Rosa."
Did he say something, spirit go away? Oh, yes. So it was an exorcism. When I mentioned the exorcism about getting the demons out of him, there was just a preacher here recently that tried to exorcise demons out of an autistic kid. And I'm not shitting you.
Did it go away? That's what she said.
Oh, she said that, did she?
It's not demons, it's
So everyone
autism.
say, "Hi, Rosa."
All right. I know. It's crazy.
And what did she say?
She said, "In Jesus' name, be healed. Mute spirit go."
What religion?
Mute
What
spirit
sect
go.
of Christianity?
You know, kids
Mean spirit go. Or mute spirit go. Mute spirit go.
have authority.
They have authority in Jesus' name.
So what happened?
So I went back to
like
the
I said,
doctors.
what sect of Christianity? I'm curious.
I don't know.
So April
I don't think it's Catholic. I can tell you that.
first week, and I have seen the changes.
What's that?
Evangelical?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out maybe.
From him, like the speech was not coming out, but he was trying to say words after October's prayers. And in the GP's clinic, when he went for the review, he said, the doctor said, "What did he do to this boy?" There is a 180-degree turn.
180 degree.
At what age? 4.